be Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll be exploring a mindfulness technique called the glitter jar, and how having patience with our thoughts while giving them time to settle can help us stay calm. Let's begin by taking a comfortable seat, either on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. Settle into stillness and allow your eyes to close. Now, let's take 3 deep breaths together. Begin with a deep inhale and a long exhale. Another deep breath in, hold it, and a slower, smoother out breath. One last nourishing breath in, and a long, clearing breath out. Release the guidance of your breath now, and let it settle into a natural rhythm. Observe any changes that may speed up or slow down, increase or decrease, and eventually it will find a steady rhythm. Notice that you don't need to control your breath to make this happen. If you wait, it will settle naturally. Observe the pathway of your breath. Watch it come in through your nose, move down your throat, into your lungs, and then back out. Now, turn your attention to any thoughts swirling around in your head. Don't focus on a single thought. Just notice that thoughts are coming and going. If you remain still and simply observe them, they will settle too. Try this now. When you notice a new thought coming into your awareness, don't hold on to that thought or push it away. Simply be a witness to that thought, and then return your attention to your breath, gently moving in and out. Continue watching your thoughts float in and then settle for a few moments in silence. Bring your focus back to your breathing and become aware of the thoughts that tend to float around in your mind, allowing those thoughts to settle at their own pace. Try bringing yourself back to the present moment by focusing on the movement of your breath. Notice that your whole body rises with the inhale and softens and releases with the exhale. Continue observing this for a little longer in silence. Bring your awareness back to the breath, moving in and out of the body. Sometimes the very act of trying to quiet our minds can have the opposite effect. The moment we sit down and close our eyes, it can feel like we have more thoughts than ever. Having many thoughts is natural and quite common. The good news is that we don't actually have more thoughts swirling around. We're just becoming aware of them. And if we have the patience to stick with our practice, they will, over time, begin to settle. The glitter jar is a common mindfulness technique that has become popular in schools, especially for younger children. A teacher puts a handful of glitter into a sealed jar with water, shakes it, and tells the children to sit and watch the glitter settle to the bottom. The act of observing the glitter is mesmerizing to the children, and the time it takes to settle is just enough for them to slow down. Our minds are like the glitter jar. When we first sit down for our daily practice, it's like the moment the teacher shakes the jar. There isn't more glitter in the jar, but it sure feels like there is, because it's been stirred up. We become aware of all the thoughts moving around in our minds, and it can feel like a glitter bomb of thoughts. If we try to hold on to one piece of glitter, the whole jar gets disrupted. The same is true of our thoughts. If we chase one particular thought, it will stir things up, creating more confusion. But if we simply have the patience to wait and watch, we can observe all of our thoughts settle to the bottom. We can practice noticing our thoughts and letting them settle, just like watching glitter float and sink to the bottom of the jar. And then, what do we get? Clear water. When all thoughts settle, we often find clarity. Often we get overwhelmed by our thoughts. We have so much going on and so much to keep track of, and thoughts competing for our attention. It's as if we are trying to follow every piece of glitter floating around the jar. Our daily mindfulness practice reminds us that this experience is within our control. Over time, we can get better at letting each bit of glitter swirl and settle on its own. Over time, we get better at practicing observation over intervention. over time, we can become a little more like those children who, at a young age, are able to sit calmly and observe all of the glitter pieces swirl and settle. Come back into your body now and try moving your facial muscles around and then let them release. And take one last clearing breath in, hold it, and let it out. When you're ready, allow your eyes to open. Thank you for showing up for yourself in this practice today. We are so grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.